Welcome to a very unboxing version of Box Talk. I'm Chris, I'm the LongBoxPunk, and I am here on Substack Live as I do almost a lot of Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. I didn't do one last week because life and tired, but I'm here this week and I got a fat stack. I'm talking fat stacks. Okay, I saw your text. Thanks for emailing them. I'm sure if it was a glitch, they will get us sorted. Look at this stack. So many things, and they're not all comics. I know for sure one of them, which I'm saving for last, is a commission from an artist that I never thought I'd be able to get a commission from. I have a pin. I have a solo RPG adventure, and I have some things that I have no idea what they are. So, to do a brief recap, though, before I get into all of these boxes and packages, I didn't have a live stream this past Sunday. You're not losing your mind. I do still do those. I am fully scheduled until September now. So that's nuts. This past Sunday, the guest I was going to have on had health issues, and so it was a no-go. It was a clear, hey, no, go take care of yourself. Obviously, if you have pneumonia, you can't talk. So rest. So that is what happened this upcoming Sunday. If as I non-aggressively shake my X-Acto knife at you. This coming Sunday, I have a returning post-punk coming on by the name of CL Zeno. We'll be talking Drunk Mom, we'll be talking Enchanted Circus, and we'll find out just how excited he is to get married in June. That's next month. Speaking of next month, hang out with us on Sunday. I'll be posting the link in the times and all of those things on my socials. So super easy for you to find and tune in live. Always good time talking to my buddy Zeno. Speaking of the summer, 5-Star Comic Con is happening. And if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, let me know because they're half off. The original price until the con. We're keeping them at half off because we just recognized, by we, I mean Tony and Jessica are the two that are doing all of the financial decisions with the con, and they were talking and looking at just how things keep going up and up and up, and we recognize that it is a luxury to be able to go to a convention and not a necessity like a freaking gallon of gas at $4.59. So they did something which I think is insane, honestly, but a very aggressive for the community move, which is really at the heart of everything that we're doing at 5-Star is for the community in Dayton, in Middletown, in this southwestern region of Ohio, and they cut the ticket prices in half. So you can get weekend passes for 5-Star for $25. You can get a Saturday pass for, I think it's $15 now. You can get a Sunday only pass for like $12. You can get the VIP pass for the whole weekend for, I think that's $50 now. So like you're not going to find cheaper convention prices anywhere that I know of, unless it's free. But at free conventions, you're not going to have the caliber of creators, of celebrities, of voiceover actors, of independent talent that you're going to have at 5-Star. So what are you waiting for? Go book your flights, plan your car trips, And I'll see you here in Ohio in June. It's the 20th and 21st, Saturday and Sunday. And we do have some negative news. We had to cancel the after party on premises on Saturday. So we will no longer be able to host a concert with Dracmina and then transition into a DJ at the convention center. We are exploring other venue options, but as of right now, the after party at the convention center is a no-go. But you can still meet Dracmina. You can still support these uh, gothic punk rockers. They're going to have a table. I made sure to get them set up with a table for the full weekend, so you'll be able to support them, take some pictures, buy some merch from them. That way, still support them and show them that they are a bunch of freaking righteous and badass human beings, because they are. So, and while you're at it, like, go listen to them now and, find them on Instagram and tell them how much you like them and tell them I sent you. Huh? All right. Let's see. Look back, look forward. I don't have active updates for any comic campaigns currently. I don't think, not active, well, not hard data updates. Proofs have been ordered for AHA, so we're moving forward with that. We got to figure out tracking and info from Comics Well Springs, which we are working on figuring all of that out. And then once we get that, I'll share those on the campaign. And then I made sure that the AHA backers knew first, but I'm saying it here second. The pre-launch page for the full chapter 1 of Barricade Brigade is live on Kickstarter. So you can go pre-save it. I think there's already like 14 people saving it, which is awesome. They're already following along. We plan to launch on July 4th, because what's more independent than independent comics, huh? We're also doing a joint launch party, which we got to follow up with Brandon about for this Comic Kills Fascists 2. It's the second issue. The first one was full of rad stories and comics and one pages, and some of my favorite Clash lyrics of all time were in there. So always going to be a win with that, and I'm sure they'll be able to have catch-up tiers. If you didn't catch the first issue, then you'll be able to get the first and second. But we're going to do a joint lunch party for the two on the 4th. So more details to come as we work out timing and all of those things. But stay close to your social media feeds for some LongBoxPunk comics coming at you. Speaking of rad comics that are on Kickstarter, The Catanaut issue 1 and 2 is live right now on Kickstarter, and that features AHA alum creator Mason O'Halloran, and Catanaut is his solo series, and he's got pogs, he's got trading cards. It is like nostalgia crammed into a campaign, plus a really fun, vibrant main character, which you can find in the back pages of Barricade Brigade issue 0 with the watermelon. He was one of our seedlings. So many connections with the Catanaut, but go give that campaign some love. Also on Kickstarter, in its final 24 hours, not yet at the funding goal, is Dead Air 1 through 3. This is a series that I freaking love from Studio Alpaca. It is about what if one day a year you could talk with the dead, with the backdrop of like a college radio station. And it just hits all the right notes. And there's always show swag packs that are available as add-ons, which I love getting, because in college, swag was the name of the game. But Dead Air is great. Issues 1 and 2 were both fantastic. Really looking forward to issue 3. But like I said, it's got about $1,000 to hit goal still in the final 24 hours. And so I'm hoping that Kickstarter magic kicks in and that gets funded. Dead Air 1 through 3 on Kickstarter is how you do it, so that I can get the 3rd issue and continue reading the series. Please and thanks, because it's been on hiatus for a bit. This first unboxing has a really cool custom mailer, which is dope. I wonder if under the mailing link itself, it's got this. There we go. And the Norse Foundry. All the socials, follow them, find them at Norse Foundry or norsefoundry.com. But this was part of my Pintopia campaign backing over on BackerKit. And because I backed, they did like a tie-in. So I backed 2 different campaigns for pins. Well, I backed, I think 4. But they had one where if you backed theirs plus another one, you got a free pin. So here is the first pin that I selected. This is the Ghoul. And I just thought that was freaking dope. And then because I backed 2 campaigns, I got this free Goblin pin. Which just, I gotta figure out where the heck these are gonna go because my jacket is full and so is my pin board. Those will go in a stack of pins that I need to figure out. Anyway, this will go over here. Up next, this is one that I don't know what this is. Let's find out together. How's things? How are things on that side of the internet? Wherever you are. Oh, yeah, dope. All right, so this is from Outland Entertainment. This is a solo journaling adventure called Right Through the Fear. I'm excited because I can do this solo and I don't have to like I can it's like a full game and it's got all sorts of different options and prompts. That's awesome. It's got you gotta use dice for this. This is so sick. It is from Cullen Bunn. So I'm excited to get into this before a certain date in June. Right Through the Fear, I splurged and got myself the hardback. Came out super slick, as you can see, high gloss. Right Through the Fear, solo journal, RPG, journaling adventure. Not a comic. 2 non-comics on LongBoxPunk. What is happening? All right, I don't know what this one is either. Actually, I knew I had that one, but I didn't know which package it was. I have no idea what this is. Oh, sick. All right, so coming from the other side of the world, literally. This book is called Smiling Damned. It's from Jason Franks. I have supported his work several times before. This is a Yakuza noir book. I want to go early on so that I don't give anything away. But I really like Jason's writing. He also has McBlack, which is like a anti-hero's tale. And then he did Gourmand Go, which was like Star Trek, but like chefs and stuff. And I mean, it's square bound, and the matte cover, black glass press, 4 brutal stories in the Japanese noir tradition. Excited that I got that with no issues. Heck yes. I think this came from the same warehouse, same mailers. This next one is from Post Punk and friend of the show. So much so that I have a text group with him and K. This one came from V, another one of my initial only pals. And I have no idea what is in here. I think I know. First and foremost, always gonna win with a handwritten thank you note. Always. And thank you for being the awesomest of awesome, Mr. Vaughn. My dude. So he started doing these acrylic standees. And if I didn't have the stack that I did, I would open all of these and set these up right now. But this is from Zara and Jean. Jara and Jean, which funded over on comics.one. But these will be a great addition to my ever growing collection that started with Murderface. Fun fact. And then what have we got? Still has the protective. I wonder if that's because it's print on demand. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to ask. It's too bad you're not on here, man. I would be asking all of the things right now. But there we go. There's a flip cover for Zara and Jean. There's Jean. There's Zara. But then also, ba-da-da-da, little sneak preview inside. Look at the fanny pack. The Dude Run shirt, easy layup for merch. The jeans wearing, easy layup. You know what I'm saying? So, and then this one, this is why this is so thick. 2 books, standees. There's also, I think, some stickers in here that are going to probably fall out first. Yep, there they were. There they were. Yep, still going. Okay. Let's take a look at the stickers. We've got fanny pack. Love, love. Here is Zara. Zara? Jara. There's another one of her sitting on a headstone, tombstone. I like this idea of using panels as stickers. Just gonna float that out there. They look great on my convention box. And then here's the red foil only cover with the horns and the lips and the little bitty tiny drop of blood and the sig. So there's there's my copies of Zara and Jean. Yeah, man. Oh, look, this is nice. A nice little comics.one. There you go, Murderface. You can get, let's see, below the waist, another post-punk from Sean Sunday. There's This Comic Kills Fascists. Another post-punk. I can't read that backwards. I don't know the other ones. Oh, Mirokiru, Brendan Albetsky, post-punk. So this is just the post-punk section column right here, plus Murderface. Actually, this outer part, because we also had Sarab on. So just super fine people over at comics.one. Nothing but good things to say about them. And they're committed to taking care of us indie creators. And I like that. You know, I do. I like that. Shout out to Sarab and Sarab's sister, because they're the two that are making that whole freaking thing happen. I know the Dude Run isn't on the fanny pack, and it should be, because that would be incredible. And then you could have custom fanny pack, which I'm just saying my company's made those. Enjoy the wall for a second. We've made them. We actually just got some in, but they're cross body bags. They're fanny packs. Let's just be real here. This next one I already had to open because it was pouring outside and the package was wet, and I wasn't for sure that the comic was bagged and boarded, but it was. So shout out to I.S. Fergus and Northridge Studios. See, it was all floppy. Floppy. But this is chapter 3 of I.S. Fergus's Children of the Night, titled Brothers. Another square bound neo noir. It's cyberpunk. It is a detective. It is full of action and neon and moodiness, much like Blade Runner is. And I'm hoping that there is another playlist in here, because the first two either had a playlist or an album that tied directly in to the comic, so you could listen to it as you read it and give yourself a 4D experience. Super dope. Really enjoyed the first two and all of the other swag that sent me. But yeah, and then there's also this little rigid mailer. I send these out regularly. I packed up about 7 of these today myself. But in here, there's all sorts of swag. Oh, jeez, loaded me up. Come out, come out. Okay. We've got some just fun generic. This is where I got these. Made in the 80s. True. We've got Rise Up, Transformers, Barf Out. Oh, look at this freaking. Is that a Commodore 64? I hope it is. I can't read that. It's too small. I'm too old. I'm over 40 now. I can't read that. And then this nice plastic mini disc thing. And I don't know what that is. Maybe I'll find out in chapter 3. But it also has this nice bookmark. There's a feel for the art inside. Slightly offset in this one. Looks like it's the other side of the street. And then, oh, can't show this. This is holy crap. That is a super discounted code, but the next project from IS and also post-punk John Ward is it's a book. It's a collection of short stories. It is the first science fiction anthology from Northridge Studios, and it's called Automatic Computing Engine. Kickstarter launches June 1st. Follow this here QR code to check it out. Pre-save it so that when it goes live, you can get in on the action. That's smart. And then again, handwritten thank you note, win every time. Plus this print, get out of here. That's dope. Love it. I think this is a Kickstarter exclusive color palette, if I remember correctly. Might be wrong. I might be making it up. I don't know. I'm going to feel like it's exclusive though, because it fits my vibe for sure. I want to take me back to a time when men wore suits all the time. Take me back to that. Can we bring that back? Wide brimmed fedora type hats. I don't need the duster per se, but yeah, just the nice slacks, the tie, all the things. Love it. I love it. It's great. It's good stuff. So shout out to IS Fergus Northridge Studios for yet another banger of a book in Children of the Night, Book 3. Now, this next package, I have no idea what's in this bag, but it came from Project Art in Michigan. So I was like, okay, but it shipped to my, I don't, I don't, I don't understand. I'd rock a hot watermelon fanny pack. Dude, listen, here's what we could do. We could do hot watermelon band logo patches and then buy some blank I still have no idea what this is. Buy a couple blank fanny packs, you know, to each their own. If you want a pink one and I want a purple one, we can do that. If you want a bright green one and I want a pink one, we can do that too. Whatever. But if we get the patches, then we can put the patches on ourselves. I'm just I'm just saying that's a great idea. That's what that is. What is this? I don't. Ugh. It's all nicely wrapped in bubble wrap. Oh, this has quite a few stickers. Sticker. This is Project Sage. Read projectsage.com. I got some square sticks. Sticky sticks. These are all going to look real nice on my. I have like a roller skate. It's like a roller skating case, but it's aluminum from like the 80s. And I put all of my comics and stuff in that when I vend at events. And I'm covering that in stickers. So, but this right here, The Lost Land, created by Tierra Clarice. This is volume 1. Step into the Lost Land Sage, magical world of fantasy and mystery with a touch of romance. Follow Wisteria Willow, curious young witch seeking her place in Tormalin, a land ruled by covens and shadowed by old secrets. There we go. There's Tierra. She look like she got some secrets. This is so freaking awesome. And it's the digest size and it's square bound. Are you noticing a theme? That's like the third or fourth square bound. Let's take a peek, see inside. If I'm remembering right, this is Tierra's first book. I could be totally off base. I should not speak out of turn. This is the magic and also danger of opening these live is there's no prep involved. And my brain has been chaos for the last like 3 weeks. So Tierra, please forgive me, but thank you. This looks really great. And this is a really well packaged, super good, like nice and safe and secure. Dig it. Can't wait to dig into that. Another package that I just got today. It's coming from Patrick Dunn, also in Michigan. Is if I can open it without. All right. Ah, dope. Okay, so Patrick is, yes, this is beautiful. Patrick is going to be on the show in July, and he sent me a copy of his comic, A Graphic Nightmare, which came out earlier this year. It's called Followed a Graphic Nightmare. But yeah, Patrick said he'd be happy to send me a physical copy. So now I've got this that I can read and then show off when I have him on in July. So look forward to that. Love a good black and white comic. I do. I usually write with color in mind, but that's because I don't feel like I have the panache for black and white. Okay, this next thing, I'm not going to give it any preamble. I'm not. I've been waiting a couple months for this. Came also from the other side of the world. I was shocked when I saw that this person was doing commissions on sale, no less, because I for sure was like, as much as I would love to have one. I never thought I'd be able to. Um, just because that is heavy duty carbon. That's just because with him living on the other side of the world and not doing many American based conventions, it's like the likelihood of finding him and having him actually having commissions open at the same time is very rare. And then on his Instagram, he posted that there were limited commission spots available. And do you recognize that? So when I got back into comics, right, I didn't know where to start. And so I started with the classics. I was reading Valiant, I was reading X-Men, and I was reading, I picked up Old Man Logan because the artwork just looked unlike anything I had seen. And I didn't know that comics could look like that. And it was written by Jeff Lemire, and the artwork was from Andre Sorrentino. And Andre Sorrentino opened up commissions, and how freaking dope. And like the ear with the blood and the finger bits. She is looking fierce. So when I filled out the commission form, uh, uh, so when I filled out the commission form, anytime that I've commissioned any artists, I like to give options so that I'm surprised. And I had said I would love either Kate, Kate Bishop, which is Hawkeye for those that aren't acquainted. You should be. I had said either Kate Bishop or Laura Kinney. Either way, they had to lean into the characteristic that I feel they represent. So Kate Bishop had to lean into the determined, but also just spunk, or Laura Kinney had to lean into the fierce badass. And the body parts and the blood and the flex. This is so dope. This is a early self birthday present too. So, but I talked to my wife and I said, "Hey, wife, here's the deal." And I told her, and she was like, "I mean, no, I think that's a really good self birthday present." That's how you know you've got a winner of a wife, is when she supports you supporting artists. This is so, oh man. I want to spend a lot of money to get it matted with like get it double matted, get a little thin red and then black on the outside of that. Oh, how slick would that be? This is dope. This is so dope. Real excited. Real excited about this. Gotta get it framed quickly and on the wall so that it can sit right in the middle of my X-Men wall. She can be the center of the X. Ha ha! Stellar. See, a lot of non-comics and comics on this box talk, and I hope that you were half as excited to see this as I'm just going to keep showing it off because it's so good. He posted pictures on his Instagram of all of the commissions that he had done, and so I was 99% sure that this is what I was getting, but holding it and like seeing in person, like you can see the marker marks of like that's the proof, man. That's that real art stuff. Gets me going. Gets the people going. I don't have anything else. Those are the things, unless I'm forgetting something, Kay. Uh those are the things. Oh, no, it just never mind. Who was I? I need to figure out a way that isn't AI to scrape all of my Instagram messages, my messages on Substack, my messages on Blue Sky, my email, and put all of them into a big, massive list of things that I need to follow up on, sorted by when I said I'd follow up on them. If you know a thing that can connect that and make that happen, that is not AI, because fuck AI, let me know. I would love that. I'm not smart enough to make it. So, oh no, final thing. I ordered. I've been ordering stickers from my partner, Hub City Slaps, and thanks to all the referrals that I've been getting, which is off the chain. There's so many referrals, so thank you for following my link, and you're welcome for the little discount. So, but as a result, I've ordered 4 new designs, 3 of which I'll talk about because the 4th one is a surprise. Okay, got it. Those stickers that we talked about, ordered. The first one, it was my most popular button. I didn't do this well at all. I have the buttons upstairs that I made into pins, but I have one that is, I'll show them off when they get here. One says make art, just make art. I put that on a button, and those sold really well at the events that I've had them at, like that. And the fuck AI with my little skull as the U are my 2 top selling buttons. And so I made both of them into pins, but the AI one I made into a heart and made it like pastel pink and like a pastel teal almost. And I made the font real scripty and cursive and like all cutesy, but then when you read it, you're like, ha 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 ha. It's a very strong statement on it. And then what was the other one that I did? What did I? Oh, and then the pinned post on my Instagram is only you can make your art, and I have stickers coming of those. That's a relative. That'll be my new tester design to see how those stickers are received whenever I work another event. There's another space coming up in November, and I don't know if I'm going to do it or not as a vendor. I still want to go to see all my friends, but I don't know if I'm going to vend it. It's only one day. It's only a Saturday. It's in November in Ohio. So who knows what the weather's going to be like? You know what I'm saying? A lot of unknowns. Who knows if the weather's going to scare away people and it's going to be not nearly as populated as it was in March. You know, like if we're talking even less of a population, that's not going to go super great for me. So I don't think I'm going to table it. That could change because I'm doing Cincinnati in October. So I'll for sure be tabling that event once those signups open in June. And if you want to table with me and be my co-table mate, let me know and we'll figure out how that works. Jay, you could come hang out, Jay. Yeah, that's all the stuff we've got cooking. Barricade Brigade 1 is almost completely in full swing for the marketing wheel, getting right back on that. Once we get the AHA proofs approved and place the order and order the prints and the sticker sheets, once we do all of those things, then we're not taking any sort of break, even though I feel like I could take a week off of everything and be totally happy. But we're jumping right into Barricade Brigade. Of course, Kay has the bulk of that work to do because he's a rock star. So if you're not already subscribed to him, he's always in the chat here. He is my creative partner in crime, Punk Rock Chris with the K in CHK Comics, and just an all around good dude. So make sure you give him some love here on social media as well. And that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go oogle at this commission a little bit more as I keep looking over at it. And then I'll finish watching some playoff hockey, even though the Sabres lost. And we'll call it a night. Hope to see you Sunday in the chat with CL Zeno. I don't remember the time. It's in the afternoon. It's not a late one, I don't think. I think it's like 3:30 or 4 o'clock is when we go live. So we'll see. I'll post the link here on Substack and every other social media. And, until next time, go do what's good for you. Make some art because I want to see it. Bye.